Hey fellow explorers, this is my first time staying at a Home2 Suites by Hilton, one of their newer extended stay brands, and in this video I'm going to show you around, show you what this hotel is like. This is the Home2 Suites North Scottsdale near Mayo Clinic. That's the full name of this hotel, and alright, let's go look around. The Home2 Suites by Hilton is Hilton's answer to the extended stay trend, roughly competing with Residence Inn and Hyatt Place. You'll find them as these roughly 3 to 4 story hotels, a little bit out in the suburbs, not too much in the city. Coming in, let's take a look into the lobby. The first thing you see as you come into the lobby, over to the left, is all-day hot coffee and tea. And then if you're here in the morning, you'll see the free breakfast complimentary for all guests. We'll get back to that in a moment. Just to the right of the breakfast buffet is the check-in area, and just to the right of that is the little market where you can buy any sundries or things like that that you need. Over to the right of that market is the big seating area for breakfast with lots of bright, kind of fun-looking tables. And so now let's go back to breakfast. A big selling point of Home2 Suites is the complimentary breakfast for everybody. They had some pretty decent cook yourself waffles, a really interesting hot glass thing in the middle with omelets and sandwiches that were hot and kept hot in there, hot oatmeal, and then various breads and yogurts and stuff on a breakfast buffet as it would be in most places. The breakfast buffet was, I think, pretty decent for a complimentary breakfast buffet, but it wasn't amazing by any amazing breakfast standards. And then just on the other side of the lobby is the hotel's gym that they call Spin to Cycle. There's a Peloton bike right over there, a couple of treadmills in the back, some weights right here, and then interestingly enough, there is the guest laundry located within the gym, so I guess you can do your laundry and work out. $1.50 a load. And then just outside the gym is the hotel's small but clean swimming pool, and right in front of the swimming pool is a seating area with a fire pit and a couple of barbecues behind it. Now in the elevators, they've got this sign to talk about the hotel breakfast, saying they've got some brioche breakfast sandwiches, some egg scrambles, some berries to go with the waffles. My breakfast didn't look anything like these. The guest room floors are nice, bright, and clean, and every guest room floor has ice for you to put in your refrigerator that we're gonna see in just a moment. Now that we've seen everything around the hotel, let's check out the inside of one of the rooms. This is room 403, a king bed room on the 4th floor, the top floor of this hotel. So first, let's take a look at the sleeping part of the room. It has a nice, comfy king bed, floating nightstands, orange, interesting brown, whitish wallpaper. The other nightstand is a table in the corner. I don't love these cheap air conditioners by the window, but that's what you get in these sort of budget chains. The closet in the room is this, it's not really even a closet, it's like some IKEA furniture that they've put over here, hangers, ironing board, and you can close your closet with a curtain. That's how that closes. The blinds in the room, they're not really the kind that go back and forth, they go up and down. There's a blackout blind, and then there's this blind. My window looks out on the hotel parking lot that looks out on Scottsdale Road. In the daytime, it looks a lot better. And then just below my room is the small swimming pool that we saw earlier. Now, coming back into the room from the window, we've got what looks like 2 desks, except this one doesn't have a chair. Only that one has a chair. This one has they both have cabinets, so you can store a lot of stuff in this room. You can put a lot of things up here. You can put a lot of things on this counter. There's the big flat screen television, which says "Welcome Chris" on it. That's kind of cool. Down here, it's got extra bedding, I think, to make the sofa bed, and then 3 drawers right there. The desk, I think they decided that this was a little bit high, and so there's this second thing that pulls out that you can use as a desk that's a little bit lower. Back here is the sofa in the room with a little footstool. I think that's a sofa bed. I haven't tested it yet. And there's this interesting feature here where there's this curtain that you can use to actually close off the living part of the room or the other sleeping part of the room from this part of the room. So yeah, you can see this thing right here just pulled out. And now you've got kind of 2 semi-private areas in this room, or you can do some theater productions with that curtain. All right, there's a lot of things in this room that pull out to make the room more functional perhaps than before. Just like right here, there's a little pull out of that end table. Oh, and I like, there's a lot of USB outlets all around this room to charge all of your cell phone mobile devices. All right, there's maybe what I'd call a half kitchen here. It's got everything you'd want in a kitchen except a stove. So there's a microwave, there are plates, there are bowls, there's an ice bucket to get ice, there are mugs, glasses, there's a coffee maker, there is a dishwasher, there's a sink, and then there's a little sign over here that says the cleaning of everything is not regulated by the county, which means it's probably not all that clean, so clean it yourself when you clean it. Some knives, utensils, you can wash things in there, more things to cook with, and even a toaster oven down at the bottom. There is a full refrigerator and freezer, which has got plenty of space for you to put all your stuff in. I picked up some stuff from Whole Foods, just about a 5-minute drive away from the hotel. And now the final room is the bathroom. This is right as we came in to the left. So in here, it's a pretty small bathroom, but it's nice and bright. Big mirror, kind of wide sink, just one here. Plenty of towels that are down below. And what do we got here? We've got some, 0% soap, it says, a makeup remover. The hand soap is this reusable thing on the wall. The toilet is just down here. And then the shower is this glassed-in doors, common soaps on the wall, and one fixed head up on top. So now that we've seen everything around this hotel, would I stay at a Home2 Suites by Hilton again? And yeah, I would. I mean, particularly if it's new, and most of the Home2 Suites hotels are new. You know what I like about it? I like that the rooms are quite big. This curtain right here is interesting. I pulled it behind me just so you could see what it looks like with it pulled back there. I don't know that it does much for me because you can sort of see through it, but I appreciate that Hilton's kind of trying to get into the same space that Residence Inn and Hyatt Place are in. Although, my opinion, I don't think Home2 Suites is as good as newer Residence Inns and newer Hyatt Places. Some things I didn't like. I don't like that air conditioner that's just on the wall. I wish the air conditioner was in the ceiling. These things just blow right on your bed, and if you're sleeping next to it, you just get the air conditioning in your face all night. I also didn't like the bedding on the bed, like the comforter was fairly rough and the pillows were just not all that great. In the bathroom, it's small. Like for a new hotel, I wish the bathroom would be a little bit bigger, and I also wish the shower had a handheld in addition to the fixed head. But the hotel, I think all the Home2 Suites are going to be pretty nice now because they look fresh, they look bright. I'm worried what they're going to look like in about 5 years when people come and look at these vibrant colors and say, really? Did they make the mirror purple? They made the mirror purple, which again, that's the colors that are in, but you know what? Maybe it's the type of brand that in 5 years, they're just gonna go ahead and take down the purple and make it green because that's the color that's gonna be in 5 years. And if, fellow explorers, if you watch my hotel reviews regularly, you'll know I rate hotels on a scale of 1 to 5 Tofers. And so this particular hotel, the Home2 Suites by Hilton North Scottsdale near Mayo Clinic, how many Tofers is this hotel going to get? It's going to get 3.5 Tofers. The price was right. It was like about $150 a night in February, which is like high season in Phoenix, where the other JW Marriott's and that are going for something crazy like $600 a night. Some other cons, other than the things I talked about: housekeeping by request only, so you don't get it by default. I guess they will come in and clean the room if you ask them, but that's just another annoyance factor that I found once I got to my room. And then they figure, well, it's too much work for people to ask, and I just thought I would see if they would come in and take out my trash. I don't need a lot, but it is nice when they come in and take out the trash and refill your Kleenex box and those sorts of things. But that's just, I feel like, another sad trend in American hotels is less housekeeping or housekeeping only on request, and it's sad to see Home2 Suites following in that same footsteps. But again, should you stay here, at a Home2 Suites, if you find the price is right, definitely check it out. Great for families, great if you need a lot of room, great if you're not looking for a resort that you're going to spend a lot of time in. You're probably going to come here, you're going to go to sleep, and then you're going to go out and do some touristing. You're not going to spend time lounging on your balcony looking at the golf course, because there isn't one. There isn't one. That's not what Home2 Suites is designed to be. All right, well, fellow explorers, if you want to check out some of my other hotel reviews, maybe you want to see a Hyatt Place, maybe you want to see a Residence Inn, you can see some reviews of those chains right here. And as usual, fellow explorers, I won't say goodbye, because I'm going to see you in one of those videos.